So, Namaste. Going to start a series on story a day. So many times a story makes a lot of impact in our life, and I would like to share just casually about my experience about how the stories have made an impact on my life. Okay. So there is one such story. Before that, I'll just give me the background. Give you the background. I was working as an employee. Okay, working in three shifts: morning 6 to 2, 2 to 10 is the second shift, night 10 to morning 6 is the third shift. So we used to go in all the shifts. Sometimes night shifts we were lacking sleep, the body physical condition was getting disturbed, and second shifts. So always there was an imbalance in our lifestyle, which was affecting on my health also. And also we had to work for 8 hours. There was no compromise, there was no choice. So when we were doing hard work, okay, for 8 hours and sweating all over, and it was really a bit painful. Okay, we wanted to be free from all this hard work, but still, whenever I used to see our higher ups or superiors, just they used to walk around with the phones, just coming and giving the guidance, directions, and they used to stand there in a group, they used to laugh. Whatever it is, whenever I used to see them, I used to become jealous and angry and frustrated. What is this? How come we are slogging and we are struggling for 8 hours and see how we are paid and how we are taken care? But those people, they hardly work. Okay, they keep on talking and they move here and there and give directions. And how come they are paid a higher salary? There is an injustice in the system. No, 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 we have to fight for it. So, somewhere I was seeing that there is some injustice happening. But one story changed my thinking process. So, what is that story? There was one kingdom, there was one king, and with that king, there was a washerman, a dhobi. So, washerman, what he used to do every day from the palace, kings, queens, prince, princess, everybody's dress after they take bath, they used to put their dress for washing. He used to carry that dresses to the on the donkey to the Dhobi Ghat or the washing area. Daily he used to struggle from morning till afternoon, washing all those clothes and putting it for drying. Then once it is dried up, he has to iron it. And by the time he comes and delivers, it was daily, it was night. Okay. And this is not a one day affair. This was a continuous affair. Every day he has to do the same thing. Day in, day out. And he was so frustrated. How come? See, my life, this is what I am doing, and hard work, hard work, hard work, hard work. Okay. How come I am paid less? And the minister always just moves around with the king. How come this minister is paid a higher salary? I think there is an injustice. I have to ask the king. So one fine day, early morning, when the king comes, okay, for a on a walk, this dhobi goes and washerman goes and asks the king, see, why you are paying him more salary? See, I am slogging from morning till evening. Why you are paying me less salary? Then king says, okay, I will just give you an answer. Just wait for here 2 minutes. Then after 2 minutes, king hears some sound at a far distance, and he asks this dhobi or the washerman, go and check about the sound. What is that? Where it is coming? He just all the ways goes there and comes back and says that there is a rural magic show is happening, folk show is happening. Okay, at that place he comes and narrates. Is it so? What all they are conducting? Immediately, once again, he rushes back and just comes back and tell that bears are there. They are playing with the bears. The monkeys are they are utilizing for the show, and also the lot of magic show they are doing a lot of magics with the money and the cards and other things. This is what is happening there. Okay, so how many people have come? So just once again, the king asks how many people have come. This Dobi once again he rushes back to that place and comes back and narrates nearly 10 men are there and 4 female are there and 2 children are there who are performing this. Okay, is it so? Then the king once again asks, okay, if that is the case, are they ready to come to our palace? Okay. So he just once again rushes back and goes there, inquires, and he'll come back and he'll tell that, yes, yes, they are ready to come and play in the palace. Oh, very good. So if that is the case, how much do they charge? The king asks. So once again, the washerman runs there, and by the time he comes back, he is totally tired, and he narrates, "The king, this is the one amount they are ready to charge." And the king asks, "See, oh, okay, how many hours they require for the performance?" Then this Doboy or washerman, he cannot go or he cannot do, moves very, very slowly and comes back, and it is a 4 hour duration, and he tires and he sits. Then immediately king says, okay, wait here, after this. Then one of the minister comes. When the minister comes, the king asks, see, I am hearing some sound at a far distance. Just can you inquire what is that? Yes, king, and the minister goes to that place. He comes back and he narrates in one one visit itself. He tells all the whatever activity is happening there. So, king, it is a magic show. It is a rural folk show. They have monkeys and they have bears and they are doing a magic show also with the cats, and also the small children, they are making them to walk on the rope. So these are all the things they are playing there, and they are a troop of nearly 16 people. Okay, out of that 10 are men, or 4 of them are women, and 2 of them are children. And then they are from this particular place. They are ready to come to our palace. Their minimum show timings is 4 hours, and also this is what they expect from us, and they are ready to come and perform at any given point of time as you wish. So these are the details I have collected. This is what it is. Then the king says to the washerman, see, did you notice the difference? Just for you, it was an hard work. 10 times I went, 10 times I inquired and I came. But for minister, it is a one visit is enough. So there is a difference between a hard work and an smart work. Okay. So here I am not telling that hard work is bad. Hard work is essential. But along with the hard work, the smart work is very, very essential. Smart work can bring down the hardship of anybody. You can get lot of laborers for the hard work, but getting the people for the smart work is difficult. So smart work comes from the education, from the wisdom, from the experience, and from the continuous ability to learn. So what message what I got from this story is, okay, from that time the complaining about my superiors stopped. Then I start, okay, if that is the case, I have to work in that direction. I have to be good at decision making. I have to be good at delegation. I have to be good at administration. Okay, and conflict resolution and relationship management. All these abilities I have to acquire. This is called a smart work, not an hard work is not the only criteria for our growth. So this story changed my thought process. From there onwards, where I was an employee, I started becoming a setter. Then I grew as a supervisor. Then I went as a foreman. Then I became a senior foreman, the senior superintendent. Then I became a manager. And by the time I took a voluntary retirement, I was a manager in a multinational company. So here what is the moral I'm trying to say is, let us not stick to one certain concepts. Okay. And nobody wants our children to be dull and dumb. Everybody wants their children to be clever and intelligent. So let us start working on improving in our intelligence, and also how best anything and everything, how we can do it smartly. Just we'll give a second thought in whatever we do, then automatically the growth happens. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity.